welcome in Aries. I'm Marie. This is Indigo Earth Tarot. I'm here to do a general reading for you, our cardinal fire signs, Aries. Thanks for coming into the channel. It's nice to have you here. I want to welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your Aries. Some of this message could be for you. Remember, energies do go both ways. So feel free to swap around the characters as it relates to your personal situation. And the messages coming through for you, Aries, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. It doesn't have to reflect all of it, or it could just reflect an inner knowing, confirm an inner knowing. So, as always, take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. For those of you that are new, welcome. Nice to have you here. If you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow so other Aries can get the messages that might be needed for them as well. And for those of you ongoing supporters, thank you for subscribing and liking the channel, helping the channel grow. It is much appreciated and much honored. So let's get started for you. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. A lot of shuffling. All right, Aries. Overall energy for the reading, we have the Ten of Swords. Something here is coming to a completion or is trying to clear itself out. This is definitely an ending of a very, very difficult situation. So let's see what's going on. What's happening here? We have the Five of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups. Well, somebody here has some regrets about something. There's something here from the past. Something happened. Either somebody is waiting for an apology or somebody is procrastinating on giving an apology here. So let's see why this is happening. How'd you get here? What's going on? We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Sun. And we have the Page of Swords. Well, you're definitely thinking a lot. I think there's some kind of hard truth here that had to be faced. Some kind of something here maybe that you didn't want to face, or something here that maybe you didn't want to have to deal with. Either it was through you figured something out, a hard truth, you figured something out by observation, or you figured something out by watching, or some of you could have been spying. But some kind of hard realization came to light here that, I don't know, maybe you found out about, or you discovered, or you had maybe kind of known, but were just waiting on the facts to kind of present themselves. And I think now you're waiting on some sort of apology here. I don't know that this is your first go-through, because we got the Five of Cups here. You know, this is something either that had happened or has happened before, or happened and seems to be, you know, when you got the Five of Cups here, this is something from the past. So this isn't something new coming into your reality here. So let's see, where are you going? Where are you heading in this situation? Where is it taking you? We have the Tower. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Magician. I don't like this combination. Seven of Swords and Magician here. Somebody here is manipulating a situation. I think the trust has been broken. I think the trust has been broken here. Like, this kind of seems to be the point of no return, like the jumping off point. So let's find out what this Five of Cups is. What is this Five of Cups here? I've got Leo showing up in your reading. I've got Virgo and Gemini showing up. And I have Scorpio showing up. If you're dealing with any of those signs. Well, the good news, Aries, is the worst is over, right? Because if this is something you had kind of known all along, Page of Swords, something that had been kind of on your mind all along, that's your inner knowing guiding you. So let's see what the Five of Cups is. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody from your past here. I think you were hoping, you know, maybe you were hanging on to something here. Some kind of, you know, Queen of Pentacles, some kind of trust. For some of you, this could be mothering, some sort of mothering energy or some kind of like, you know, because you got children here. So, you know, some of you could be, this could be something from childhood, or this could be somebody that you've known from childhood. That's just for some of you. But, you know, for some of you, I think you're feeling kind of like maybe you wish you wouldn't have been so nurturing, forgiving. And when you've got the Six of Cups here, this is somebody coming back from the past, and you got the Five of Cups here, somebody coming back from the past. You know, there's some kind of trust issues going on here. You know, maybe you were hanging on to hope. Maybe you were hanging on to think maybe this person keeps coming back from the past, and you were kind of hanging on to that. You know, that forgiving spirit. Like this kind of seems to be something that keeps happening over and over again. But you're definitely waiting for some kind of an apology to come in here. But there's some kind of truth here. Oh, come on, Marie. There's some kind of truth here. This is what you call imperfection. Some kind of truth that had to be faced. Some kind of hard realization here that came to light. So what is this Nine of Swords? We have the Four of Cups, we have the World, and we have the Two of Cups. So there's something here that you didn't want to face. Four of Cups. Maybe there was being a little bit stubborn about it, maybe just not wanting to come to the realization of it, because you knew it was going to change things. You knew it was going to change the dynamics in this relationship or in this connection. So what is the Sun? I got Aquarius and Capricorn showing up now. So what is the Sun? We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. I think for some of you, there was some connection here that you really wanted to build to bring to this, you know, contentment, this happy place. And something happened here where this is kind of setting you on a new path. Whatever realization came in here, or whatever kind of truth, or whatever it was that you kind of had to face here, I think this is putting you on a different path now. So let's see what the Page of Swords is. Because you learned something here. Something was learned. So clarify the Page of Swords. We have the Fool coming in. We have the Five of Wands. It's Aquarius energy coming in again. And we have Justice. Well, I think this is setting you out kind of on your own path. You know, it's like having to start over again. And I really don't think that that's something that you want to do. I think that there's, you know, this is something that is kind of hard to do. You got the Five of Wands. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to have to do that. But you got Justice coming in here too. So, you know, for some of you, this could have been a karmic entanglement. For others of you, this could have been something to do with an imbalance in your life. Something was out of balance here. Some sort of realization came through here for you. That whatever you were trying to build for your happiness and your contentment, whatever you learned, whatever you found out, kind of set you on your own path now. There's some sort of cause and effect going on here as well, because Justice is about cause and effect, but it's also about harmony. That maybe at this point, you know, maybe you feel like you'd be better off on your own. So let's see what the Tower is. I think, too, you kind of want some reciprocity in this. You want some truth. You know, it could be you're, like, looking for the truth. And maybe you have to pull away from this situation in order to find out the truth. Like, you have to take a step back, step away from it, which isn't something that you really want to do, Five of Wands. But it's kind of like you have to pull yourself away from the situation, maybe, to see the truth of whatever it is that this realization is that came through. I really don't think you want to start over again. So what is the Tower? Clarify the Tower. Let's see where you're going here. Where is this heading? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Chariot. Again, I think, you know, this is about, you know, Queen of Pentacles is about self-realization. It's also about trust. But I think, you know, there's a lot of emotion involved in this. That the emotion's kind of driving what's happening in this situation. And I think what's happening is that, you know, whatever trust was broken here, because you've got trust was broken here. Whatever trust was broken here, it's kind of like it's having to push you in a different direction. Where you're going to have to really take care of yourself here. Trust your instincts, trust your inner guidance. I think you want to be able to trust the situation. I think there's love here. There's definitely love here. But this kind of broke that. It kind of broke the, you know, it also broke you, could have broken you or this other person out of that mothering, nurturing role of having to, you know, I don't know, school somebody or, you know, kind of like having a, you know, if you have children, like it's another child on your plate. You know, maybe getting this person, maybe there's some sort of dependency here. But let's see what the Seven of Swords is. I've got Libra showing up, Cancer, if you're dealing with a Libra or a Cancer. I've got Scorpio showing up, Virgo and Gemini, Leo, so clarify the Seven of Swords here for our Aries. Well, I'm going to take that because it wanted to pop out. You got the Ace of Wands. You got the Four of Swords, and you got Death. I think you were hoping for a reboot here. I think you were hoping for a reboot, some sort of apology that would put this back on track, that somebody would do the right thing. And I don't know that that's going to happen here because we've got Death. Because whatever trust was broken here, it just kind of seems like this is the point of no return. You got the Ten of Swords and you got the Tower. Somebody could have been manipulating, you know, the emotional aspects of this relationship. So somebody could have been manipulating, you know, maybe this person had come back in the past with apologies and things would start over. I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune hasn't come around. Patterns, cycles and patterns. Someone could be depending on your, you know, nurturing aspects of yourself that, you know, they can come back around when they want to. It's kind of like you've taught somebody how to treat you in this situation, Aries. But now it's getting to the point where there's some hard realizations that are coming to light here that are kind of really stirring this situation, this relationship up. So let's see what the Magician is. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Knight of Wands. Well, there's definitely some barriers being built up here. There's also some grudges deep down inside that are being built up here. There seems to be a lot of triggering going on in here. Give me one more, please. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords. I think this is triggering a lot of internal not thoughts, but maybe it's triggering a lot of internal where you feel like you're stuck. But this also could have to do with like self-confidence or self-esteem or, you know, kind of like looking at it like, what am I doing wrong? What have I done wrong? Why isn't this working? But it's really starting to trigger up a lot of self-doubt within you. And I think it's really, you know, you've got the High Priestess here. So this is stuff that's going on from the inside out. And when you've got the Eight of Swords here, this is just, you're not feeling good about this situation at all. And I think this is a highly triggering situation for you, where grudges are being built up, barriers are being built up. I think that there's hope here that someone will come in and give an apology, but this wouldn't be the first go through. And there's some kind of mothering energy here where somebody's schooling a child or schooling like someone's playing on emotional manipulation here as well. It's a kind of a hard reading for you, Aries. Sorry, but this is what's coming out. I got to go with the flow on what's happening here. But trust has definitely been broken in this situation. This kind of seems to be the point of no return coming back here. You may want to reboot this situation, but the deception is the underlying point of, you know, the basis of all this. And it's not just something that's just going to go away here. And if somebody has to be, you know, you got the Queen of Pentacles here. Someone has to be, you know, one of you has to be the one that's constantly teaching somebody how to behave through life or how to do the right thing. Because you're teaching this person how to treat you. You're teaching this person that no matter how many times they come back with regrets or don't come back with regrets, and there's forgiveness, and then, you know, there's a reboot, or the situation reboots itself, or you're hoping for some healing, and the healing doesn't come, death, you know, then you're kind of, you know, what you're manifesting, what you're teaching this person, you got the Magician, is, you know, to continue to be able to control and manipulate and lie, and because deep down inside, you get you're hardening the heart. You're hardening the heart, and it's chipping away at your self-esteem, and it's triggering a lot of things within you. So let's find out what the universe wants you to know. What is the guidance here for our Aries? What is it you want Aries to know? We have Judgment. We have the Devil. And we have the Emperor. Well, there's you, Aries, showing up. I think this is trying to awaken you, Aries, to understanding that however the situation is being controlled, whether it's through, you know, a mothering kind of energy, maybe trying to help somebody get back on their feet, or trying to school somebody, or trying to, because when you got the Emperor here, this is somebody who's trying to control the situation. And when you got Judgment here, this is about kind of waking up to, you've got the Devil right in the middle, right? Waking up to some kind of hard truth here of whatever this Emperor energy is, of trying to control a situation, or trying to suppress feelings, or trying to because there's different types of control. There's emotional control, there's the mothering control. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords coming through. You know, this is like, almost seems like it's a competitive state. And this is what's keeping you, you know, you've got the light coming through, and you've got the lack of light coming through. And this is kind of keeping you in a place where you're not able to see the light. You know, when you got the Emperor and the Five of Swords, this is like someone wants to win Somebody wants to come out ahead. Somebody wants to outlast the situation. And there's some kind of hard truth here that has to be realized. Some kind of realization needs to come in. There needs to be healing. Yeah. Four of Swords. And the Tower. Control can come from trying to heal somebody else. Just think of how hard it is to heal yourself. Work on yourself, let alone trying to change somebody else. But the issue is coming in here of, you know, the whole kind of that mothering, nurturing energy coming through of trying to help somebody heal or get somebody to heal or heal a situation. That's got to come from within. That has to come from the other person has to want to be able to do that. And trust is a huge factor in this situation here. So that's what I have for you this week, Aries. I hope this helped. Until next time, Grand Rising, Aries. Bye-bye.